What's up guys, welcome back, episode 31 of Private Lesson. This episode working with Justin, first time working with him at Budds Creek. A very productive session. Hopefully you guys can pull away a couple tips from this video. Make sure you guys click that link below to the Patreon channel and subscribe to the Patreon. $2 a month, can't beat it. I'm responding to every single person on there when we hit 300 patrons, which should be any day now. Doing another big giveaway, doing giveaways every month. And just a cool community to be involved with. The link for that is right below. Otherwise guys, no yapping today, getting right into the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, show your support, and enjoy. So we're out here at Budds Creek. Beautiful day. Almost middle of November now and it's 75 degrees. That's why I love living a little bit further south than Connecticut. That 5 hours south, 6 hours south makes quite the difference. So today working with Justin. Justin's about to turn 40 years old. Got out of racing for a long time, I think 15 years he said. Just trying to get back into it.
So I'll be 40 this week. I started riding in the 90s. I raced here at Budds in 96 my first time. Stopped, picked it back up when I was about 22 or 23. Raced C-class, college boy for a while. Started being more consistent in C-class, up like top 5 I guess. And life got in the way and I stopped at about 2005 and just now getting back into it.
About 15 years off? So Justin's on a 125, which only makes life a little bit more difficult for him. He's got to really be on point with his shifting, especially at Budds Creek with a bunch of uphills and downhills. You just got to shift that bike like crazy. But Justin's biggest complaint is arm pump. That's to be expected. He took 15 years off, is just getting back into it, and he can't even be that consistent with it now that he's back into it. So very, very hard to get past that arm pump. Arm pump is caused from a few different things. Could be genetics. If you were more of a kind of muscular guy, it's only going to make your situation worse, because what arm pump is it's blood coming into your forearms. It's basically compartment syndrome. Blood coming into your forearms and not being able to get out because the muscle fascia is too tight around your muscle can't breathe. So a lot of people think, oh, we got to do workouts to try to strengthen your forearms, this and that. No, that's the worst thing you can do. What you want is to weaken your forearm muscle by stretching it so that your blood can flow in and out freely out of your forearm. Another big thing is breathing. Try to get in a breathing rhythm on the track. Pick points of the track where you're not nervous and not scared to death, and let out a big exhale. The reason I do a big exhale is it's just a little bit easier in the spur of the moment to do a big heavy exhale as opposed to trying to get that big inhale. If you let out a big exhale, you're going to automatically do the inhale anyways. Only thing that's a bummer about Budds Creek for lesson purposes is it's very difficult to cut the track to get back to where we're working the section because there's gates and fences everywhere. Another thing as far as arm pump goes is obviously technique. So one thing I noticed right away with Justin is that his knees were too far forward and he was riding with his feet hanging out of the outside part of the foot peg. So we're working on footwork and trying to get his knees back so he can really grab that thing with his lower body and lighten the load a little bit with his hands. There we go, downshift. The cool thing about the stand-up drill that we're working right now is that technically, I guess you don't need the track. He's practicing it even as he does the loop just to cut back to the track to get back on. Standing up is the most physically demanding thing you can do on the dirt bike, especially a track like Budds Creek that has a ton of elevation. I mean, you can see all the hills behind me. This place is nothing but up and down hills. Overall, his position on the bike is good. It needs work, but it's not bad. I think he's more nervous out there and holding on tighter than he needs to based on his technique, and I'm guilty of the same thing. I get arm pumped like crazy because half the time I'm a nervous wreck when I ride, and I truly don't need to be. Guys that struggle in this turn are the ones that overcomplicate it with too much rear brake and too much rear brake too late. You want to get off the rear brake as soon as possible. The earlier you get off the brakes, the earlier you free that bike up to be able to get the lean angle and to initiate your turn. See, rear brake is just what caused that. He's a fast rider too, whoever that is, but he just hit the rear brake where he shouldn't have and his tires skidded out of the rut. You should be off your rear brake in a corner like this, way up there. It's gonna feel too early, but rely in front. That foot out of the way. The biggest thing you're messing up is your inside foot's just getting in the way.
Okay.
It looks like you've gained enough confidence in yourself now. Just leave the inside foot on and see what happens.
Okay.
I think what you're gonna realize, if you get it tight enough, it's just one less thing to get bound up.
Okay.
Just commit. Not a bad first try. This will probably take a few tries for him to sort of build that confidence in himself a little bit. But once he does, this is gonna be a game changer. Especially because he was skipping this section altogether before because he was just kind of over it. Now we can build this confidence. He'll be dialed. The first thing people do when I tell them to keep their inside foot on is they don't lean their body enough because they're scared, so they just lean the bike instead. That doesn't work. You have to lean with the motorcycle when you're in a rut. Knees tight, knees tight. Grip with those knees. Not bad. You missed it right from the beginning. You're in a rut like that, you do not push the bike down under you. That's not like flat track racing. You gotta lean with it. So it just requires the commitment. Don't let that fall scare you. The only reason you just tipped is because you missed the rut right from the beginning. The other ones are very close. One time of just going for it and being a little bit beyond your comfort zone, and I think something will click and you'll be dialed.
All right.
Do you feel decent?
Yeah, I'm getting warmed up.
Way too much clutch. Just confuse it with the clutch. Inside elbow. That last one should give him the confidence. Now, he dropped the elbow at the end. Best one. He's gaining confidence and he's starting to hit it with more speed. I sense a fall coming in the near future. But that's a good thing. This is a safe turn. Elbow! Starting to push that comfort zone a little bit, and that's what you need sometimes. This is a perfect turn to push your limit just that little bit, and if he tips over, he's going 8 miles an hour and he's landing in nice soft dirt. Not bad. Legs tight. Yeah, not bad. Holy shit. The AJ.
I watch your videos so much.
Do you?
It's insane.
Cool.
I told my girlfriend, I was like, you know that guy that we always watch? That always has his feet up? Always has to keep your feet up?
Oh, God.
He's here. She was like, no way.
You're in the vlog. Congratulations, sir.
Awesome, dude. I will definitely watch it.